A Polish-Jewish man was desperately trying to escape the Nazi soldiers. For many days, he hid inside an abandoned hospital, surviving only on scraps of leftover food and filthy water. Then one day, German troops set the entire hospital on fire. Terrified, he rushed out at once. Somehow he managed to crawl through a gap in the wall. The sight of the destroyed city before him left him stunned. With nowhere else to go, he decided to hide among the ruins. Searching desperately for something to eat, he wandered through shattered buildings. By sheer luck, he found food inside a box. That night, as he tried to open it, the box suddenly slipped from his hands. To his horror, a German officer was standing right in front of him. Frozen with fear, the man couldn't speak. The officer calmly asked, "What are you doing here?" Then he added, "What did you do before the war?" The man replied, "I was only trying to open my food. Before the war, I was a pianist." The officer looked doubtful. "If that's true," he said, "then play something on this piano." As soon as the man touched the keys, music filled the room. The officer listened carefully and was soon convinced he was deeply moved by the performance. Afterward, he asked where the man was hiding and had he had anything to eat. Then the officer left, but instead of arresting or killing him, he chose to spare his life. The man was overwhelmed with emotion, convinced that his final days had arrived. A few days later, the officer returned carrying food. He also brought important news. The Red Army had reached the border and Germany would likely lose the war. The officer told him, "Stay hidden in this building for a few more weeks. Everything will be all right." After so long, the man finally enjoyed a proper meal and thanked the officer with all his heart. He promised himself that he would never forget such kindness. As Soviet forces pushed the Germans out of Poland, the officer came back one last time. He left him plenty of food and a warm coat. The man was speechless. How could he ever repay such generosity? But the officer simply gave a few final words and walked away. Grateful beyond measure, the man thanked God. Several days later, he saw a vehicle passing by while the Polish national anthem played from it. Instantly, he realized his country was finally free. Overjoyed, he wanted to celebrate with everyone around him. But suddenly, a woman screamed, "That's a Nazi soldier!" The coat he was wearing was the same one the German officer had given him. Polish soldiers rushed toward him. Desperately, he shouted, "I'm Polish!" He quickly climbed down, raised his hands and explained that he wore the coat only to survive the freezing cold. Eventually, the soldiers believed him.